Welcome, everyone, to Valhalla's Most Wanted podcast, episode 5? 4? 5.
5.
Man, we made it, guys. We did it, let it.
Hashtag made it.
And welcome on in, everybody. My name is PlatinumTrophyWife, and today I ate banana out of a cup. It's very exciting. And with me today is my co-host.
Hi, I'm Wolves. I did not eat banana out of a cup. I had
Good.
toast with honey on it.
Ooh.
Right?
All right.
I am VMW. I'm just visiting. I didn't eat anything this morning. I just went and played tuba Christmas carols because I woke up really late for rehearsal, and that's what Nick gets for scheduling it at 9 in the morning.
Subway's gonna actually pass out on the podcast.
That'd
That's
be
our
great.
goal.
That'd be
Yeah,
so
that's
much
what
fun.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
Be excitement. A
Mm-hmm.
little bit of excitement.
A little bit of drama.
Sprinkle it.
Just a little bit. I'm Outlaw, and I'm old apparently because I can't remember for the life of me what I had for breakfast.
Oh no!
But
It's
it was
starting.
good.
I like how that's your epiphany that you're old.
There he goes,
This
boys.
is the moment. We're all witness to guys. He's going to have his midlife crisis live on stream.
Hang on, let me go to eBay and buy a
Wow.
Corvette. And be right back.
Oh my goodness.
buy me one while you're there.
At least
All
make
right.
it
I
a
mean, he's
Tesla.
just buying the little micro machine Corvettes. It's like $2.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's all I can afford. I got kids.
I'll have a quarter life crisis with you. It's fine.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, welcome in. Thank you to BASubway, who has never been on Valhalla's podcast yet. So welcome.
Never been invited, so you know.
Wow. Okay.
You never
We had an
requested
open
either.
invitation.
I've also
You
never
didn't
requested this.
message
That's fair.
anyone. All right.
It's fair.
All right. So that's on you. And Outlaw returning to the podcast. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
How are you guys doing today? How was your weeks? Thoughts?
Good.
Oh, my week was okay. My weekend's been good. But the week was a lot. I've been dying. Just so much school today, or like
Yeah, you were
these last
talking
2
about
weeks.
that. So, like,
Yeah,
are you
it's a lot.
close to being done?
Yeah, I have this week, and then the week after this week is finals. So
Okay.
I'm like almost done, and then I have 2 more semesters.
Okay.
Also,
That's what I
I
was
like the
wondering.
distinction of that question. There's a difference between are you almost done, are you almost graduated, or are you almost done? Like, I'm done. Like,
I'm
Yeah,
done.
I've been done for like a year. Like I'm over it for a while. I'm like,
I remember when I was finishing up college, and I was never a person to, like, hate and despise school like a lot of people are.
senioritis.
Yeah. But, like,
Yeah.
at the end, like, the last 2 weeks, I was just like, I will throw up if I hear homework one more time. Like,
Oh, yeah. Senioritis hits hard.
it was
You're
crazy.
just
Like, I was
chugging
just
along
like,
and just-
I'm done. And then, like, it was the point where I was like, I can't even, like, screw it up. Like, even if I got, like, a bad grade on the final, it's like, I'd still pass.
whatever.
It's
And
set
so
in
I was
stone
just
at that
like,
point.
I'm
C's
done.
get degrees. That's what I'm doing.
C's get degrees. And during that
C
time,
minuses. That's all I need.
during that time, more fires were happening in California. It was the craziest thing. So
Fires.
I was studying for finals, and I had my MacBook up with the news where the fire was, because there was a fire really close to my house. And so I was like, I had it up, and I was like studying, and I just had like this whole like, why am I doing this? This isn't important at all. Like, there's a fire near my house. Like,
What
Gonna
are
burn
your
to death
tests
studying
like?
for
A
philosophy.
fire leaves San Francisco traveling north at 20 acres per mile, or 20 acres per minute, and another fire goes traveling south.
if the wind is blowing with Santa Ana, like through Santa Ana, how fast will it
Oh,
go?
my Lord.
Yeah, like, it was so
Wow.
weird.
How
At
long
what
will
time-
it take for the government to mount a response?
At what point should you begin evacuation?
What is the
Uh,
color shoes of the pilot of the guy that's dropping water?
Golly, it was awful. And I was just
Uh.
like, this is so crazy. And of course, the news is broadcasting the most terrible stories.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I
Oh,
was
right,
just
of
like,
course.
this fire is at the doorstep of my house. And so I'm like texting my parents, and I'm like, are you okay? And they're like, and my mom, I'll never forget this. My mom's like, well, I asked your dad, and he went outside and he went, I don't smell any fire. I think we're good. And he went back inside.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that is me in a nutshell. I am
The
so
news-
not panicky. Like,
I had that moment with the newscasters where they're like over exaggerate with the earthquake in Anchorage. I was like watching it like live when it was breaking news. There's that big earthquake in Anchorage, Alaska, and they're like, "It's a scene of total devastation." And they show the inside of a restaurant, and there's like some plates broken on the ground, and like the lights are like swinging a little bit, and that's it. Everyone's just kind of like, there's no like buildings collapsing.
Yeah,
It's like Friday night.
Yeah, it's just.
It's pretty much San Andreas over here.
Yeah,
like the movie.
I just thought it was really funny.
That's been here in South Carolina because every year that Queen and I have been here, there's been a hurricane that's hit.
Yes.
But like we live in Columbia, we don't live on the coast. But like you go to the store, like milk and bread is gone, and I'm still baffled by why milk is gone. But like the stores are empty. Everyone's like the world's ending. Meanwhile, Queen and I go to my mom's. We chill in the hot tub. We now have an annual hurricane hot tub party. Like we're just sitting in a hot tub. It's a little bit raining. We're just like, yep. Meanwhile, the rest of Columbia is like dead panic that it's the end of the world. Like,
do you drink hurricanes? You know,
I don't know.
Oh my god, the Wilmac used to live in Orlando. And it was there when Hurricane Matthew was coming, like, it's the worst hurricane ever, and everyone's like freaking out. And he like goes outside and he like stands in the rain, and it's like sunny. He's like, it's not that bad, I don't think. It's like, it seems fine.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'll never forget that. I was like freaking out about those fires.
That's crazy.
And then like I was like, this is the weirdest day because I was also gonna drive home that day. And so like I was studying and I felt good about it. I drove home and there's literally like 3 or 4 helicopters circling around because they were dropping water. Like they kept going back and forth. There was like helicopters galore. And I walk into my house and I'm like, this is the weirdest day. It was so weird.
I gotta study. Hang on.
Yeah, I was just like, I did not care about my studies at all. I was like, this isn't important. I don't even care.
There was an old post on like Imager or something like that. Where someone had emailed their professor being like, I can't make it to class today. I'm currently barricaded in by SWAT.
Oh
like,
my god, I've seen that.
Pictures. But, like the SWAT is like watching the house across the street, but like they're like literally in his yard. They're surrounded, so he's taking pictures from his windows and sending press. Was like, I can't leave. Like, what do you?
Why
there was like
were
a
they
SWAT
there?
sniper in like his bush.
Yeah, and something like a drunk guy across the street or something. Like he didn't really explain to the teacher, but it was just like this letter he wrote to the teacher. Because at first the teacher's like, sure they are. So
Yeah,
he, like,
that's so.
photos.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had something similar by us like that, where there was a drug bust down the road, and they had SWAT everywhere by us, and we had one come down our road, and he like looked at us, and he's like, "Just get inside," and I'm like, "Okay,
All right,
I'll do it."
Sorry.
That's nutso. Well, guys, I don't know if you knew this. I don't know if you could tell by Wame's Twitter or Richie's name in Discord, but the season is upon us. Oh, an ugly sweater shirt.
That's not that ugly.
It's Curiosity on Mars celebrating Christmas.
Oh,
Hey,
that's cute.
acceptable. It's adorable.
Did you say that's
Looks
unacceptable?
like a t-shirt rather than a sweater, but I'll let it slide.
Because t-shirts are cheaper.
Accurate.
But
That is a true statement.
the season is indeed here, and now that it is officially December, I think we can actually begin to celebrate the holidays. So,
We can.
Yes, Christmas.
Queen almost bought me this shirt.
oh, is it? It's hard to see.
That is
It's a
the
brick
ugliest
fireplace
thing,
with
but I
like
love
garland going around it. It's a
Oh
sweater.
my gosh,
That's
Outlaw.
awful, but I love it. I'm
Does
in a
everybody
brass
have something
quintet.
nearby that we can put on that's Christmassy? I will get my Santa
I mean,
hat.
Outlaw
I
did.
have a
apparently.
Santa hat.
Where's Outlaw? He's that way, I think. Oh,
No,
I can get
you're
a
backward.
Santa hat. Real quick. Hold
he's
on.
that way.
Yeah, there you go.
Might take me a second because it's buried in a duffel bag under my bed, but I can
Oh
get a
my
Santa
goodness gracious. Well, Outlaw was prepared. Outlaw's the professional one
hat. I
here,
was
guys.
very prepared.
I was thinking about being like, well,
It's beardception.
Yeah, I was saying
That's
the
not
double
Christmassy.
beard is a little bit scary looking.
but yeah, I know Outlaw brought up a topic that is a little bit seasonal. So if you want to take it away,
Yes.
Outlaw, go ahead.
Sure. So the topic that I wanted to bring up was, what is everyone's hot Christmas item for the year? You know, what's the
Smash.
big one for for everyone? You know, kind of through the states and our little group here. As someone who doesn't watch, much TV anymore, I don't see the commercials, so I'm assuming it's still Tickle Me Elmo, but I could be wrong there.
Oh,
did you ever
the
see the
hot
video
item
of the-
for everybody or me personally?
Kind of all the above.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see the video of the Tickle Me Elmo that was lit on fire, but it's still laughing and it totally becomes demonic as the
Yes,
soft
and it turns
fire?
into like a.
That
And the
sounds
plastic underneath looks like a
horrible.
skeleton. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Contra
you're
Man
right.
Tickle Me
Nightmares.
Elmo is nothing but a dildo. It's a stuffed animal.
What?
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
I mean, we're family friendly,
we
guys.
need the
PG.
hot Valhalla Christmas items, the hot Valhalla takes.
I mean, Smash. I mean, I don't watch TV either, so I don't know what the official one is. But
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
I mean, Smash
Bros,
I,
yeah.
I mean, I'm asking for it for Christmas, and I'm,
Same.
like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's like grown adults are like, I want this. This is what I
That's
want.
why I want it.
So what
brings you
would
back to when you were a
be?
kid.
What should? Okay, we'll look this up too. What was the number one toy last year? What are your guys' thoughts? And I'll look it up and get the answer.
I don't know.
God, I have
And
no
if you're
concept of
if you're
time.
watching us live on Twitch, by all means, please don't look it up because then that's no fun. But guess.
Fidget spinners? Yeah, I could see
Oh,
that.
that's a
yeah,
good
Yeah,
one.
that makes. I was like, what was last year?
Whoa,
What happened last year?
busted out. Oh, sure, that you're prepared with, but not this season. He's like, oh, wait a minute.
Did he?
This
it
was
the- or
given out in
maybe,
an open house I went to. It's little houses.
Oh my lord!
There we go. I got mine.
Because I'm a
We're good.
realtor. So it's
Oh
like-
my
I
gosh.
don't have any because I'm a normal person. But I was
I
gonna say
did buy
maybe last year a big Christmas thing was the Xbox One X. Did that come out last year, or was that 2 years ago?
I don't know.
I know the Switch was
Yeah.
3 years ago, so it wasn't.
When
the
did the
Switch.
Nintendo Classic come out? Was that last Christmas?
Oh
was 2 years
yeah,
ago.
the SNES Classic that sold out in like 20 seconds.
Was it the SNES or NES Classic that came out?
The NES Classic was 2 years ago, and that was
then
a
the-
really hot ticket.
And
Okay,
then
so
the
then
SNES
last year would
was
have been the
last
SNES one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they doing a GameCube too? Or are they doing an N64?
No, I think they
64 is the one I
officially-
heard.
Okay.
Maybe they should just bring back the Virtual Console, but that's just me.
Just me. Yeah, right.
That's just what I think. What do I know?
People would be pissed if they brought back the Virtual Console because they had to buy the game for the Wii, then they had to buy the game for the Wii U. And I was like, now buy it again for the Switch.
No, bring back well, I don't know, or just have the Virtual Console for like all the old NES games, and then like when you log in your Nintendo account, if I bought like Mario World for the Wii, it could just like work on the SNES because you're emulating it anyway. So like, doesn't matter.
Have you seen
You're
like
hot take.
have you
Hot
seen
take.
like if you have like the Switch Online, whatever, if you play like the classic games, have you seen any of those?
Mm-mm.
It's
no.
so weird because like I was watching someone play it on like Twitch, and they loaded up like Mario Brothers 3 on the Switch Online thing, and they're at the player select screen, and it's like to get to player 2, hold L trigger plus Y, then hit down or something like that. And it's like, who programmed that? The
That's a good job.
freaking Switch thing already looks like a basic NES controller. I just need to hit down or
Yeah.
select.
We-
Like you
we
have
blame
those
Steve for
options
counting.
already.
So the Xbox One X was released November of last year. So I have a feeling that last year in Christmas it was a pretty hot item.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I don't think so. I'm gonna go with the SNES Classic if that was last year. I don't
Okay.
think anyone cared about the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X enough to make it the hot item.
So
I
I
don't know.
have, according to this website, I have
When's
top
this?
10 of 2017. So as long as you get on the list, and then if
Alright.
if multiple people
Alright.
are on the list, we'll see who's higher on the list. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna still say Switch was the top item.
The Switch.
Maybe,
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going with my SNES Classic if that was last year.
I'm gonna
SNES,
say the
okay.
Xbox One X because yeah. I
And the
don't know.
One X. All right. So
know if
here's
that's
can I get a drum roll?
Are you gonna start from
It's
10 and work
gonna
your
be
way
like
up?
a fucking like
My camera's shaking.
food processor
I
or
know.
something.
That's how you know it's cereal. Okay. So the Switch is indeed on the list at number
Okay.
7.
Ooh.
Alright.
And then the SNES is on here, the classic edition, as
Yeah.
number
Classic.
3.
Oh.
Ooh.
Got him.
What's
What is
so
that one?
the Xbox is not even on the list,
oh, loser!
which I am very proud to say that the Xbox doesn't make.
Say, was the PS4 Pro on there?
No.
No.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't think either of them were big enough to do it because they were just
not-
slight improvements.
Well,
on
and they're
each
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, they're
other.
also
What was
like
number 1?
Yeah.
Well, what were the top 3 then? What were they?
So
Yeah,
so the
we're-
top 3 is the Super Nintendo Classic.
Mhm.
Okay.
The number 2 was fidget spinners.
Nice job, dude.
Which
Good
you
old
should
fidget
have went with that answer. And then number 1, this is gonna sound dirty, is fingerlings.
Oh yes, my kids have those.
What?
I don't know what they are.
They're little dolls for your fingers.
Yeah, they
I
look
gotta do a
really
Google.
Aren't
creepy.
those toys from like the
the
20s?
30s.
Hold on one second. I'll pull up
What?
an image
No,
on
what?
screen here.
Oh no, they like
Yeah.
hug you. They're like little animals that like hug your
Next
fingers.
year,
Yeah.
tell me it's a hoop and a stick next year.
Yeah.
All right,
Yo,
this
oh, man.
is
Hoop and
this,
stick is a great game. Okay,
this is
I played
what
that.
they
Don't
look like,
forget ball
everybody.
and cup.
No,
Don't
yeah.
forget ball and
Dude.
cup.
Ball Cup is like the shit though. Like that's like not even a joke. I love Ball Cup.
I played that.
I used to
so
play
much as a
Ball and
kid.
Cup all the time. I could do it like upside down and shit. Like it was awesome. So good at that. Because I had the one where it had the big one. And then it
Olympic
had,
level ball cup over
We
here.
got a pro
Dude.
baller right here.
dude, well, that's because
Cody.
that's me and my best friend Will. We just had Ball Cup and we would just sit there and do it like all day, just playing Ball Cup, just like who's better, how many
Yeah.
can I get in a row?
But yeah, so I've never heard of these fingerling things.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
me
never
neither.
did until my mom bought them for my kids, and I'm like opening the packaging like, why?
Yeah,
They don't even look happy to be on your finger. Look
I
at 'em.
know. They look really creepy.
They're just like, what is going on? Why am I here?
They're just like,
Yeah,
And why do I have a mohawk?
not sure how I feel about those.
I will say my son's was kind of cool just because it was a Jurassic Park themed raptor, so that was
Oh,
a
that's cool.
redeeming fact.
All right, so now what about this year? What's gonna be
so
the
they
hot?
said, hold on, I want to
the
read
hot
about these
business.
fingers things for a second because they say they're
Oh, okay.
mechanical animals are difficult
Mhm.
to get a hold of, especially because they were only sold at select retailers, and yet they still got number 1 on the list.
It's
Probably
whatever
'cause
the rarity.
desired. Yeah,
Yeah.
desired and rarity.
Wow.
Everyone's looking for it because not everyone can get it.
So my guess for this year is since Subway hasn't been streaming lately, it's Subway. He's gonna be number 1 on the
Oh,
list.
yeah, yeah,
Oh.
just me. Don't worry.
People just
'Cause
want
he-
Subway.
I'm not sure that's true. I feel like no one's missed me.
Could
I
V-Bucks
miss
be on
you.
this year? Says CEO in the chat
Oh.
because he's watching live.
V-Bucks probably.
V-Bucks is that like a thing though?
Yeah,
V-Bucks
I was
bother
gonna
me.
yes, I was gonna say
Oops.
for like this year, I was gonna say Fortnite action figures because they just started making those now,
They just made them, yeah.
and so those are gonna be like
Oh,
hot.
see, you guys are in the right mindset. You're thinking like what kids want,
yeah,
you know?
Nah.
So like I have no perspective of like
adult
what
things.
kids want
What's
these
the
days.
what's the hot ticket item? I don't know.
But
I could use a like a stand mixer. That'd be good.
Socks?
401k.
Right. Yeah.
401k, a pension.
Well, like Queen keeps bothering us, like, what do you want for Christmas? Because she's thinking something difficult. So I was like, I don't know. I mean, we need a new raised dog dish. We need like practical as shit.
Yeah. So my parents like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, a wooden spoon because I broke mine. Like I need a new one. A cheese grater would be good. I don't have one of those.
New pair of
Cheese
jeans.
grater.
Yeah.
Number
Like a
1
box
item
one,
of
like the good
2018. A
I'll
cheese
tell you what, when I
grater.
bought a cheese grater, it changed my life.
Dude, I want a good one, not like one I have to like hold and be like, like I want the box I just put on the counter and then I just like grate
Oh,
the
that's
cheese.
so nice.
See, I thought the box
And then the
was
cheese is
only one that existed
contained.
for the longest time.
No, you can get like really
No.
shitty ones.
Oh yeah, and they break when you're using them, and you slice off part of your finger. It's not. the
Yeah,
greatest.
I have a big cheese grater.
Been
slicer
there.
right now, actually.
Like I remember when like moving out like home, going to college and stuff like that. Like the moment where you realize these like weird utensils that like your parents had, that you're like now like I don't have this. Like I remember the first time I like made a cake not living at home.
Right.
My mom had a cake knife, like that really long, almost like
Oh.
spatula thing for spreading
Yeah.
frosting. So I go to like spread frosting, and I realize I don't have anything like that. I have like a butter knife, so I'm trying to spread frosting over an entire cake with like a butter knife. I'm like,
Ugh.
I will say the one weird tool that I bet none of you have, that my grandmother had, and I bet yours did too, a melon baller. Just putting that out there.
Don't have a melon baller.
No, who buys those?
I don't know what I would do with a melon baller, but like
I mean, I have an
Ball
ice
melons.
cream scoop.
having one would be fine. I would.
That's
A big
essentially
melon
the same
ball.
thing. Right? Because isn't it? But it's smaller, right? But it
Much
essentially is the
smaller,
same
yeah.
mechanic because
Yeah.
it presses
Yeah.
the button and it like scoops it
Yeah.
out.
which they never work.
What do you mean?
No.
Ice cream
Mine does.
scoopers. No, you're lying.
You gotta
want
warm
me
it
to
up
show
first,
you?
man.
Yes, I do.
Yes, ice cream and scoop now. Go.
Yo, you know how they do it in like the ice cream like parlors to like make it
Yeah.
all perfect like
They
that?
keep it in water.
Yeah, well they keep it in warm water, and then you can just go. Bleh.
Yeah, because otherwise ice cream scoops, like, it takes a second, you hit it, and like it just leaves like this thin layer under it because it's never fully flush, and then like it doesn't come off, and you like shake it for a second.
It's not perfect. That's why I just eat it out of the tub. I don't even that shit. It's fucking...
I don't even spoon. You just tie
We
rope to
li-
the end like a horse and just attach it to your face.
I didn't
Guys, we
check,
live-
but I'm
we live in the
assuming I'm
future
allowed to
now.
just swear. Otherwise, you guys would have invited me.
Generally, we try to limit it. Like, don't go like hog wild, but like,
We live in the future, guys. Though you can
Do my
get ice
best.
cream on a stick, and that you don't need to scoop.
why would you want ice cream on a stick? You know how big of a stick I would need to satisfy the amount of ice cream I want at any given
All
time?
right, we're gonna get a demonstration here. It's either gonna be okay. Oh, that's like not a ball though.
Yeah, that's not a
That's
scoop.
like halfway done.
That was
What
a
did you
half-ass scoop.
want?
I mean, it came out like the.
That's
like
a
the
big
button,
scoop
like,
of ice cream.
the button like went.
Oh, you're so adorable that you think that's a big scoop of ice cream.
Right?
I mean, that is quite a large ice cream scooper. That's like half.
It's
a
pretty
quart
big.
in one scoop.
Right.
Takes up my whole face.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So you mean it doesn't put it in a perfect ball? Is that what you want?
No, like
Because
usually
I
when
can
I
do
it,
that. I just don't. I need bigger ice cream.
Wolves is just being difficult.
I know. What do you want so I can prove you wrong?
I didn't say this didn't work. He's the one that called it on like not a big enough scoop. I just went
Thick
along because
cream.
I'm a fat ass and like ice
Whoa,
cream.
whoa. What do you mean you didn't call it out on that it didn't work? That's exactly what you
No.
did.
Not after you proved it. After you brought it out and scooped it, I didn't say anything. And he went, "That's not a scoop," and I agreed with that comment.
Oh, okay. So did I prove both of you wrong
I
yet?
started this. I fully admit I started this.
So this is the ice cream scoop you should get. I'm pretty sure I got it from Target. It's really, really nifty
Hey,
and nice.
Target.
It's like the XC or XO brand on the front there. I see it on the red.
Yeah, OXO.
There you go.
Hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
Right.
With ice cream.
I always had that backward for the longest time, which was hugs and which was kisses.
X's
Yeah, the
or hugs,
circle.
I always thought.
No, the circle's the hug.
No,
But
see,
it's
you're
the
wrong.
crossing of the arms.
No.
X is the hug because you cross your arms, and circle's the kisses because you make like a circle with your mouth.
Exactly.
No.
Yes, see, I always thought it was that way too.
The hug is your arms, and the
No.
kissing is because you cross.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. I don't know.
See, I always thought it was that way too, but
Let's hear it in the chat. Man, I wish I had smart clicks. I would make a poll right now.
all right.
I'm
and-
Googling it right now.
Where did this
Here
conversation
he is
go?
on the X's
To a
and O's.
meaningful conversation,
Yeah,
Miss
this
Queen
is
Slytherin. Thank you for watching live on Twitch.
X hugs mimicking two people embracing, and the O that appears to be the mouth puckering for a kiss.
no,
That's
it's on
wrong.
Wiki.
According to Google,
Good old Googie.
Google's wrong.
today I found out.
Today I learned.
And I love that YouTube channel, by the way, because he does a lot of research on things like that.
There you
So
go.
I believe him.
Like weird crap. Yeah.
I would
You're
like
pimp-
to say that the chat is with me, by the way. I have the power of chat.
Only because I don't want to get banned.
Twitch, what does Twitch chat know?
Literally nothing.
That's right. Actually, Twitch chat knows the sum total of all human knowledge, but like,
Yeah, but you need if there's a threshold of people, you need it.
that's true.
If you have like a Twitch stream of like one, your Twitch chat does not know everything. You need to have like you need to break like 1,000 people before like really Twitch chat knows everything.
I saw a picture of two books, and one of them said everything you learn at Harvard Law School, and the other one said everything they don't teach you at Harvard Law School. And someone said these two books contain the sum total of all knowledge in the universe.
Pretty much.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I was like,
There's Jane
technically.
Jane who does all the Overwatch streams one time was talking about how Twitch chat knows everything. He's like, I just ask a question and Twitch chat just tells me the answer. He's like, watch, Twitch chat, what's my middle name? And like 10 seconds later, he's like, ooh, too many of you are correct. We're done.
Never mind. Shit, I'm out of
Nice.
here. See you later.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty, so I did find a list of top 10 toys of 2018 because of like Black Friday.
Right.
Oh, so
I
these
don't
are ones that. Okay.
I don't know how legitimate it is.
don't know how accurate it's gonna be, but
Yeah,
because
because
I
like,
haven't heard of like any of these toys.
and we know
Well-
like Smash comes out soon. Like other things are still about to come out in
Yeah.
anticipation of Christmas.
You got to remember too. A lot of the hot toys are for kids that are 10 and under.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
like
let's hear them.
kids.
Let's hear them. Top
Just
5.
top 3.
Okay,
Top
I was like, they're really things I've like never heard of before.
Yeah, just do the top 3. What do we got?
All right, so we'll do the top 3. Barbie Dream Home.
Oh yeah, they redid the Barbie Dream
Yep.
House.
Yep.
My little cousin.
Is it
loves
more
that.
realistic? Is it like a 1-bedroom flat that costs way too much?
No, it's like a big mansion. But
You
it
got the cost way too
even
much
more.
part right.
It's a house. I hope there's at least 2 bedrooms.
Yeah, they redid the Barbie Dream House classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
she got in
did.
the divorce,
It's
so-
3 foot. It's 3 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
Poor Ken. Rip.
So it's as big as your kid, Rip
That's-
Ken. Especially
Ken.
when the whole thing is still entirely pink. That poor kid.
Oh,
That's really big though. 3 feet
Yeah,
by
that's
4.
huge.
Yeah, that's very.
I mean, Ken has been a metro since before metrosexual was a thing.
I don't even like really know what that means.
Man, we are getting title after title option. I'm loving this. Number 2, I guess it's 9 and 10, but whatever. Is PJ's Masks playset? Because PJ Masks is a show,
yep.
and
Sure it
then
is.
Yeah. I guess so.
and then really rad robots.
I mean, it's rad. So
I gotta look that one up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that the remake of the
Walmart
Rocket
and
Box
Target's
robots?
lists both include this toy, which is remote controlled. Your child can use the robot's tray to transport objects and even set it to listening mode to spy with a built-in microphone.
Oh yeah,
have
because
you
it looks
seen-
so subtle.
Oh wait, have you seen the Anki
Yes!
vectors?
I did. It's like $250 or something like that. I
You know,
wanted
the really
so much,
the really rad robots are basically just horrible versions of that. They're
Of
just like
what?
really
What
cheap.
you
And you
call it?
have one? Of course you do. What do you? Why am I surprised?
Is that like a new model or is that one of the older
No,
ones?
this is the original Kickstarter that they did. So this is the
Okay.
first model.
Yeah, they have,
I
like,
could
the-
not justify getting the new one.
Yeah, because it's like $250 or something like that. Like, it's,
expensive.
I want it
Queen-
so bad,
Queen
but it's so
Slytherin says-
unnecessary.
Queen Slytherin says Wolves is getting really rad robots for Christmas.
Wolves, now you know what you're getting for Christmas. Is
There
that
you
your
go.
number 1
Woo.
item?
Perfect.
Dude,
Number
the
one
Anki,
hot
I saw a
item.
video of 2 Anki vectors fighting over a charging dock, and it was adorable.
That's great.
Oh
They
my
just told both of
goodness.
them to go home, and they were just kept bumping into each other, and one of them like pushed the other one out of the way. It was funny.
It is so satisfying when the robot gets upset because they program him to look pissed very well.
Oh, seriously? Like with
Oh,
furrowed
yeah.
eyebrows?
Well, he like the eyebrows go down and then he starts like doing this really fast with his arms. It's so funny.
He's like having a tantrum.
Oh yeah, he'll throw his stuff around the room too. He's got these little cubes that when he's mad, he'll just throw them and knock them over. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty adorable.
Talking about little like pets, Outlaw, I hear you have a very vocal pet. Little pet in your
That's a
Pokeball.
mean thing to say about
recently.
Dragon.
Oh, yeah, I do. He's not actually in there at the moment because my son's playing the game. But I got the new Pokemon game and it came with this really nice controller that sounds so dirty when you play it.
That's what
Yeah.
you say. I don't think it sounds that dirty, honestly.
Yeah, there's no Pokemon in there at the moment. I'm sorry. I had to return them to see what the points were last night.
I feel like Outlaw got like a bootleg one. Like Platinum pays and hers is like Pika Pika. Outlaw's playing it's like hit me harder.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
What store did you buy yours from, Outlaw?
eBay from China.
It was the store was called Play With My Balls. I thought it was a Pokemon shop.
Poke me. What are you talking
It
about?
said catch 'em all. Oh my god.
Oh man. But so I got the Eevee one. I didn't get the Pikachu one, and Eevee just sounds like in the very quiet voice, female voice, and just making the weird noises. It's
Outlaw's called
pretty funny.
Outlaw's called BDS Mom.
Well, because I was in the middle of I took my son to go to tennis practice, and I had it in my pocket because you get points for taking him for walks. So I wanted to try it. So I took it for a walk. And it was in my pocket. And it started making these like wailing noises in my pocket while these kids are around me.
Wailing
you know, everything. It
noises.
was
They can
so
only say their own name, so it's got to be Eevee.
No, it doesn't say its name. That's the thing. It doesn't say Eevee.
Okay.
Does it make like the Pokédex noises where it's like?
Similar, yes, very similar.
Yeah, that
The
sounds
old
really
school original
sexual.
Game
That's
Boy
exactly
noise.
what goes down.
Those are proper noises.
I mean, if someone's pocket just started going, I'd be like, you okay, bud? You need
Well,
help?"
and the other thing too is you have
I
to
got really
shake
bad
it and
gas.
play with it to get it to stop. So, do you
So
play it out
Outlaw's
and play
got
with
his
it? Do you
hand in
leave
his
it?
pocket, and he's shaking it and playing with it at the playground.
And making really weird noises at tennis practice.
I mean,
Outlaw's just in the playground, hand in pocket, shaking, playing.
I'm playing Pokemon, guys.
Today we learned Outlaw's a pedophile.
Apparently.
He likes to take his balls for walks.
And then shake and play with him.
Al likes to
One way to
shake
get
and play
him.
with his balls at his kid's tennis practice.
It's the only way to get him to work.
Guys, we are a family-friendly stream. Please tell all
Oh,
your
yeah,
friends,
definitely.
your families, your mom, your dad, your
Oh,
kids.
man.
Come
Hide your
on
wives, hide
over.
your kids.
Enjoy Valhalla's Most Wanted podcast. We are for all ages.
Is this what always happens, or is this just because I'm here? Is this just for me?
This is basically what I was.
This is the best episode.
Okay,
we've
good.
ever
I'm
done.
glad it's
Not gonna lie.
I'm glad I'm not the one causing the problem.
No.
Oh
not.
man.
Oh.
Need a breather on
So-
that one. All right,
Oh,
so back to the question at hand.
Circling back.
Hopefully, it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so I am
Okay.
interested. What is something that you like? Let's do an ideal Christmas gift. Like, what is something that you would want if like money was no object, time was no object? Like, what would you want as like a gift?
Money's no option.
No object, yeah.
Sorry, object. Money's not an option. Damn it, I can't get money.
I'm like, you can ask for $1 million.
Money's fake, guys. This is not an object.
I mean,
$1 million,
without being-
but you have to ask your significant other for it.
without being like really out there crazy, ideally, if money was no object, I want to be debt neutral.
That's a good one.
Like,
Debt free.
just that's all I
That's the way
really
to be.
want. Just for Queen and I to be debt neutral. Just make it zeros, and I'm good. Like, I don't need extra money. Like, it's all great and stuff like that to have all the extra, do all these things. But really, if I could just be at zero,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
that's that would be my ideal.
So enough money to get out of debt.
Yeah, just make me to zero.
Yeah.
That's
a
all
good one.
that.
That's a really
That's
good
a-
one.
That's always a tough one for me.
What is it?
I don't necessarily want anything.
Yeah.
It's always the thought behind it that I enjoy more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy the process of giving gifts, getting
Mhm.
gifts, and then the interaction of the exchange. To me, that's the best part.
Are you
No,
a giver or do you like getting presents?
I love giving presents more than getting.
Yeah.
I
What about
always
you guys?
I like giving presents when I have a good idea, but I
Yeah.
hate needing to get something for someone when I'm like I can't think of
I'm
anything.
lost. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Well, I
Yeah,
love when
that's
I'm
the
like,
worst.
oh, like for Bridget this year, I like thought of like I was like, oh, that'd be great, and I was like gonna get it for her. So, and it was she's in the other room, so I can't be too loud. But it's
Okay, no worries. You
and
don't have to say.
she's gonna watch this, so I can't even tell you guys. I'll just tell
Okay,
you
no
later. But
worries,
it's-
no worries.
Yeah, but it's like
Mime
you think
it
of
to
the,
us.
you think of like the right thing, and you're like, oh my god, like yeah,
Two
that'd be great.
words. First
Two words.
word.
Sounds like
Sounds like
on the
it's a
nose.
movie.
More words. But
You know, I agree.
Is it Tickle Me Elmo on Fire? Because that sounds amazing. A gift right
yeah,
there.
you got it.
Boy.
But if I was gonna like a perfect gift for me though, like if there was like no like money's no like question, I would like just like a nice like workshop, like good tools, it's organized, like a nice workbench, so I can like do stuff. Because I like
Yeah.
I like doing woodwork, and I like fixing cars, and I like building computers, and just having like a general like workspace to like do that stuff would be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be nice
That sounds. You guys
that's a
have
lot of
really good
work.
answers.
to like put together. So like
And a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
yes, and a box of cereal, of course, and
right
beer,
on the side of the workbench.
and craft.
In the vice, right?
Yeah, just you know,
Oh my
crunch
god.
crunch that shit right up.
A
That's why it's
quick
called
pseudo
crunch.
side tangent.
Who needs
So,
a
like,
bunker?
Earlier this year, I started I just randomly decided I wanted like cinnamon toast for breakfast. So I
Okay.
got some cinnamon sugar, I made the mix and stuff like that. So I'd butter the toast and stuff like that. So I gave Queen one. So Queen has never had cinnamon toast before. Never. And she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then it dawned on her cinnamon toast crunch. She then like realized the origin.
Oh.
There's that moment and she's like, cinnamon toast crunch. I was like, yeah, where do you think the cinnamon toast came? Like,
It's a
That's-
completely different brand.
Oh my lord.
What is
My,
this? Kicks and Pops?
My Bridget's cousin is like he's like pretty young, and they have Halloween toast that he has, and he calls it Christmas toast or Halloween toast,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
cute.
toast with peanut butter and then sprinkles on it in like the colors of like how like black and orange or like Christmas ones, and it's so cute.
Aw,
He's
that's
like,
really
I want
cute.
Halloween toast for dinner, and they're like, okay, here's peanut
I
butter
mean,
toast
I do love peanut butter toast.
with some sprinkles. It's super cute.
Yeah.
I recently had Jif had a like a limited edition like cinnamon peanut butter. Ooh,
Ooh.
cinnamon peanut butter toast was good.
What are your thoughts
Toast-
on French toast crunch?
No,
Never heard
I
of
like
it.
French toast more than I like cinnamon toast, but
'Cause it's
French
like a
toast crunch
limited
is just weird.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch will sometimes come out with it.
I don't think I've ever had it.
It's like a limited time cereal, and it was French Toast Crunch. So
It's
the little
weird.
things were little French toast shapes, and it
So
had
the-
like the taste of French toast.
It has like this weird like vanilla
yeah.
like chemically taste though.
See, that'd be weird because like a good French toast has like just amount of like the right amount of like eggy flavor with the
Mhm.
toast and stuff like that. And I wouldn't want like an eggy flavor in my
In
cereal.
your cereal.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's kind of like a fake
crack
eggy
that.
flavor too. It's not
Yeah.
even like it wasn't even like I tried it and I was like no,
Hmm.
don't like that. Put that away.
Yeah, it's actually I remember it being really really good, but
Oh, I didn't.
regular French toast is also really good.
Yes, French toast is amazing.
It's a staple.
I watched a YouTube video of a pastry chef and she tries to like take like commercial stuff and then make it like gourmet like from scratch. And she watched like she did like Skittles, which was like hilarious.
Oh, the Bon Appetit Claire.
Yeah, the Bon
Yeah.
Appetit Claire. And
Claire.
she did yeah, come on.
Clara, girl.
Clara.
Yeah, no, and I watched one where she was doing Lucky Charms, and that one was really funny because she
Yeah, no. So for
she was
those
like the
that don't
marshmallows
know,
are easy, but she couldn't get the cereal to taste good.
so for those that don't know, Bon Appetit has a YouTube channel, and there's two great shows on it. Personally, Brad cooks, like It's Alive with Brad,
Okay.
and then Claire, who's a professional pastry chef, attempts to make and like hostess things and like Skittles and
Yeah.
Oreos, and
Okay.
most recently like ramen, like the prepacked ramen.
The ramen one was funny.
So all the stuff off the shelf, but do it professionally.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and like
So,
from
like-
scratch, and she tries to like she doesn't take she's not like I'm gonna make gourmet ramen. She tries to make like the exact same thing, just like in her. And so she was like, she spent like
Well, it's
days
not in her
trying to
house,
get,
but-
like the it's in a kitchen. It's like trying to get like the wave in like the ramen to make it look like a block.
Oh
But
wow.
But
It's really good. Yeah.
So
They're-
like,
they're
because you
entertaining.
said it's really funny. Like, so where does the comedy come from? Because she's struggling to make this like
yes,
thing that you
And
can
also
buy
She
off the
doesn't
shelf.
make it like the way it's edited sometimes. Like it's very good natured. Like she laughs and like she's like struggling stuff like that.
yeah.
But like the It's Alive with Brad, it's funny because he is definitely someone you look at him like you grew up with ADD, and probably for him cooking was his way to focus.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but he'll be streaming and we're like, all right, today we're gonna. All right, so like he just stops. He's like, "Do you hear that?" And like he just goes off on all these weird tangents. And he always says "water."
Water.
Water.
Whenever he says "water," like
Water.
they'll put the WAUDER like on screen will pop up, and like
Water.
so, like the
Water.
editing for him is really funny and he's really funny. But Claire's just like she's very like friendly, good natured, and like she has a
Yeah.
lot of fun with trying to figure the stuff out.
She's
Like,
just
they're
kind
really
of
good.
silly, so that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
Brad's
I'd
in like
say-
every episode.
Favorite live cooking show ever is Shitty Cooking that Jericho does because he's like 24 and he's just horrible at cooking and it's just him struggling and it's really funny.
Oh
Have
my
you-
god.
I'm making. I
wow,
don't know how
I
to
haven't
make
heard of that one.
salmon. I'm making. What is it done? I don't know. It's just, I don't even have a pot. Fuck. I just love it because
Have you seen Nailed It on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
No.
I've seen
Oh
the
my
poster, but I
God.
haven't watched it.
You have to watch it. It's three people who want to be good but are horrible at baking, trying to make like amazing things.
Right.
That
Like-
And that's why I'm like,
amazing.
I'm not sure if I want to watch that because
Oh,
if I
it's-
want to watch that, I would go into the kitchen and make something. Like,
No, it is so good. Oh my god.
I'll have to check it out.
Like here, hold on. I'm gonna in our little chat so you can show Twitch stream. Like put this,
I can't,
like
'cause I
display
can't
this image
pull
if
up
you
Discord.
can. Hold on.
On the fly editing.
On the
go.
spot.
I was like, I
Yeah.
can't, because if I move the thing to see our messages, it'll mess up our cameras.
Oh, all right. Then I'll just put it directly in chat.
Yeah, please.
So like that's an example of someone trying to replicate that cake.
Oh my god.
I love it. That's
The
so
show
funny.
is so good. Like the host,
Nailed it.
like I forget her name, but she got popular through like YouTube, like the little skits that she did, and then she got her own Netflix show. And she's not a cooker, but
Oh,
like
wow.
her guest judge is Jean-Luc, who's like one of the world's most famous pastry chefs, and like he's the one that made
Yeah.
like the $1 million giant like chocolate egg that cracked open and looked like crystals inside or whatever.
Oh,
But like
okay.
there's one episode where she's talking to Jean-Luc, who has a very thick French accent. Like, Jean-Luc, have you ever been to France? And he's like, yeah. She's like, will you take me to France? She's like, you got a lot of shows. You should buy me a ticket and take me with you to France. Meanwhile, the guest judge in this particular episode is another chef. Like sometimes they're not like chefs, and he's like, "Do you know who you're talking to? He's like cooking royalty." Like this guy's like aghast that she's like making fun of him. Like,
Oh my gosh.
the show's so good. Like, watch it. It's so
I'll have
good.
to. I'll
Let's
have
check it
to
out.
start it for you,
Yeah,
That sounds
it's
but I
funny.
don't want to
Like,
watch it.
like you're looking at someone who watches a lot of reality shows that are
yeah, you watch a
competition.
lot of cooking shows too.
Yeah, I love watching shows of when people are good at a thing competing at that thing.
Yeah.
Like almost anything. I've watched so
Mhm.
many seasons of like So You Think You Can Dance and the Heidi Klum sewing one and like cooking shows and like if it's people who are good at a thing competing at a thing, I probably have watched it.
Yeah.
So like the idea of watching Nailed It, who are people bad at a thing, I was hesitant, but it's so good. It's so funny.
I do like watching people be bad at stuff. Not gonna lie.
That's why we watch Twitch. Ooh.
Yeah.
I always make that joke that like if you wanted to watch
That's why people watch me.
Yeah, I was like, I always make that joke. Like, if you wanted to watch good content that's like perfection, you would go to YouTube. But you're here, so you get to watch the mistakes.
Yeah, you can see all the errors in
You can see
You
all
wanna
the
watch-
dead silence and awkward pauses, and
it. The spilling of the drinks over the keyboards and
Yikes.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think. Like, I legit have no idea what I would want if money was no object. Oh no, that's not true. Well, that would take BASubways, but I would really like my own Twitch room, like my own Twitch, like office.
like a streaming room.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
streaming
like a
room.
stream room. That would be cool too.
Like,
Or just like a studio, like just like a general purpose, like
yeah,
you know what I mean.
That'd be cool.
Like you
Yeah.
could stream, you could like record stuff for like
yeah.
your voice acting. You could do Mike could do music, like a nice like studio.
Yeah, like that would be ideal. In fact, like, because we're thinking about like moving into like a house and like move out of our apartment, and it's like one of the things that I want to look into is like have an office, like have an
Yeah.
office space that I can turn into like a stream room, and that way I can like decorate the back how I want it, and like, you know, it doesn't need to be multi-purpose if people come over, which people don't, but still,
Right.
just in case.
So you're
They
gonna
have
move to
a-
South Carolina and buy a house.
I mean,
I know a good realtor. Well, I know a realtor.
Oh, real.
That's not the way to sell yourself, wolves. But yeah,
They have like sound
that would
booths
be
that
awesome.
you can like buy in like they come in like pieces and you like build the sound booth like in your house.
Yeah, the
Yep.
whisper room.
Those
Yeah.
are intense though. You can
Yeah.
also
Well-
just buy like the foam things and you can spread those out. And they
I mean, yeah, you can just make
Yeah.
You
it.
can do
Or you
a
just put crap
do-it-yourself-
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a-
that's how my room works. I
it's
just have so
nuts.
much shit in here that like, you know.
it's stream room, also known as a bathroom, says Grey Lord.
The chandelier
I'm not
really
sure the
is-
acoustics will be too
really
hot.
helps with the acoustics.
The reverb is always there though.
Oh, it's good for music streams.
You got that natural reverb.
Oh my goodness. Does anyone have, what are your plans for the holiday? Let's keep on this holiday topic. Does anyone have some cool plans
No.
for the holiday? No?
Cool.
I'm usually a curmudgeon around Christmas time, only because my
Hummer.
birthday's like the day after. So like I grew up like not really having a distinguishing between like Christmas and my birthday, so I kind of grew up not liking either as time went on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Like
totally
I
fair.
don't I love like the like gift giving, like when you get that perfect gift we mentioned earlier, like I love that and stuff like that. But like I'm like people are like, oh, it's birthday, Christmas, you excited? I'm like, no.
Not really.
It's crazy how many December birthdays there are, because there's a
It
lot.
is.
Have you ever played the birthday game where you go 9 months from your birthday and see what's significant about that day?
Hmm.
You know, besides like
I
your
don't- I
parents
don't-
having sex.
That's what I was
Well,
gonna say.
that's the thing. Like 9 months before my birthday, within a couple days, is my mother's birthday.
Ah.
So you look like
Yes.
9 months and you go, what's roughly around like within a week or so?
Except it wouldn't be 9 months; it'd be 10 months. It's 40.
No,
weeks.
it's still 9 months.
It's 40 weeks.
Yes, but that would mean the remaining 2 months would cover 12 weeks according to that math. The average is still 9 months. Because there's 52 weeks
Yes.
in a year. So if you
Okay.
say 40 weeks is 10 months, are you saying there's 12 weeks in those last 2 months?
Yes.
Oof.
So my parents apparently were being very patriotic and did it on the.
Oh.
There you go.
Apparently mine was good old April 27th, big day.
Isn't
There's
that the
there's a whole
perfect day?
website for this.
There's like-
Whenwasiconceived.com. You can go there and it'll tell you all the stuff that's around your conceived date by putting in your birthday.
Wait, what?
There's a website dedicated to that? Oh my god.
Can you post it?
Whenwasiconceived.com. Yeah, I can
All
put
right,
it
new
there.
game, guys. This is what the podcast is now. Sorry, boys.
Whenwasiconceived.com.
When was I?
Oh, you were
conceived?
close, Subway. You were almost conceived on the perfect day. You were 2 days away.
The 69th.
I mean,
No.
he could have been conceived
Oh.
on that day. It's a rough estimate.
Enter my
This is true.
birthday.
Merry Christmas for you. Nice.
Hold on, but you didn't.
Uh,
So here, this my conception date was most likely May 2nd to May 10th in 1996. Song that week, "Always Be My Baby" by Mariah Carey. Twister is the #1 movie. Oh my goodness.
They,
oh man,
they were like,
feel
man,
so
that
old.
movie was so good.
Ghostbusters.
My parents were banging to "Always Be My Baby" by Mariah Carey, I'm sure.
When Doves Cry by Prince.
My
Mine
mom
was
does. My mom
Footloose
loves
by-
Mariah Carey.
Mine
so-
was Footloose.
Hey, Footloose. That's a good one.
Let's see this. Let's
Little
put it
number one
Netflix
on-
and chill. back in
Movie
the day.
Police Academy.
Police.
Where's my ear?
Little
Hello?
Netflix and chill.
There we go.
Blockbuster and chill. I guess what it used to be.
I used to work at
Mine
Blockbuster. I
was-
loved working at Blockbuster.
There's only one Blockbuster left. Still
Another
open.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey song.
Hey, Mariah Carey is good stuff.
#1 movie that week, Dark Man. Ooh, what a classic.
Oh, definitely heard of that one.
I've never heard of that one.
Seen it 7 times.
I'm now looking up Queen's birthday. She's a Thanksgiving baby.
Oh.
Her song is "You Give Love a Bad Name."
You give love a bad name.
Bridget is a
Just-
New Year's baby, so I will. take a
Just so
look
I can
at
see
when
my
that happens.
son's.
I mean,
Like, you don't
we were
remember?
having
I feel
we
like
were
you
having
should
fun.
already be kind of aware of this.
we were having fun on May 18th apparently, and listening to SOS by Rihanna after seeing X-Men Last Stand in theaters.
Bridget's
Wait a
#1
minute.
song was
Hold on,
"This Is
this
How
is
We Do
weird.
It" by Montel. And her movie that week was Bad Boys.
So it's okay, like thinking of when your parents did it, but when it's someone in the podcast, we think it's weird.
Well,
Suddenly it's
because
not fine.
it's X-Men Last Stand, which, like, I freaking love X-Men. My birthday is a day after that. When the 19th, you did it 18th. And then, what was the other thing? SOS? That was my jam in high school.
Well, I mean, he says the 18th. It was after midnight. It could have been your birthday.
It could have been on
It
my
could have
birthday.
been.
Like,
It
we
could have been.
were destined to meet, Outlaw.
We were night owls.
That was the destiny.
Clearly.
That's the defining.
That's fate.
That was
is
it.
that is-
We
It
were
was
celebrating your
cohesive.
birthday.
Anytime Platinum meets
plan.
someone, when did you conceive your child?
And
was
was
it near
it
my
anywhere
birthday?
around an X-Men movie? Was the X-Men movie the biggest movie that week by chance?
When did you conceive? What a question to ask someone.
Is that
Hey,
better
by the
or
way,
worse?
just a quick question.
To
When
know
did
if our
you
friendship
conceive
is
your first
destiny.
child?
They're like,
I'm
I
just wondering.
don't have. Like, is that better or worse than asking someone's sign? What's your sign? When
What's
did you conceive your first child?
Listen, I'm an Aquarius, all right? Aquarius with a Virgo moon. That's all you
I
need
don't-
to know.
I know I'm a Capricorn. I don't know what the moon thing means.
I don't know either. I just
The
know
moon
I just know what
thing.
it is.
Yeah.
Were you born in retrograde?
Apparently, I don't know.
I was born dead.
Oh, like one of the blue babies?
Yeah, umbilical cord.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My sister was breech, and the umbilical cord was around her neck twice.
Oh dang.
So
You?
she was an emergency C-section.
Oh, your sister? Who is
My
this?
sister. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I keep telling you, she's been a pain in the ass ever since she was born.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's
no, my
older
friend and I-
She's my older sister. so
Either
like,
that or she's a survivor.
or that, or she was trying to kill herself before she was even coming in.
Like my old.
She
one of
was
my
like,
old
"No,
friends-
nope, don't want it.
She's like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I didn't sign up for this shit."
Hashtag PG stream. We are very family here. We love everybody.
But no, when my old friend in New York, he'd always be like, "Are you ready?" I'd be like, "I was born ready." He'd be like, "No, you weren't." I was like, "You're right. I was born dead. Let's go."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody.
I'll be honest. I completely forgot what we were talking about.
I don't know. We started talking about people having sex.
We're
I don't
talking
know.
about Christmas.
It
Yeah,
did
we were
start
talking
with
about
Christmas.
Because my birthday's on day after Christmas, so then I got talking about.
Oh, we started talking about birthdays. Okay.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Wolves, you were thinking about doing something Christmassy / birthday-y.
I
in the month
am.
of
I am
December.
strongly debating doing a birthday stream again this year. I'm
Birthday
thinking about doing
stream.
something very different, and but I won't want
Oh.
to say what it is yet.
Ooh, he's gonna wear his
Wow.
birthday suit.
That's a different site.
That
Yeah.
that'll not be on Twitch. That'll be on a new site.
That's
on his
on
private-
my
that's-
$100
that's on-
What if
Patreon.
it's a
Um,
suit that says birthdays? Where did you guys mind going? Jeez.
It's on his
Oh, I
private
thought it
Snapchat.
was naked.
I also thought it was naked.
Again, PG, we love everybody. Tell your mom, tell your grandma. They will love.
So
Yeah, they'll love
His
it.
neighbor's house
They'll
cat.
love it.
So recently, Starbucks on all of their like free Wi-Fi's, they've recently modified and changed it so you can't get to porn sites because apparently
Yeah.
they weren't blocking those before.
Yes.
So as retaliation, YouPorn banned Starbucks from their office, which is such a
That
random
sucks.
like.
True-
it does.
true
It's such
story.
a random like.
Like,
petty,
they
like
definitely lost out on that. Like, Starbucks is great coffee.
I feel like they're probably. I feel like it was probably just like a little thing they announced, like a little like just a stupid little thing, but they're probably
Yeah.
actually not going to enforce it. Which is like fine,
Enforce
there's
it
no
for one
Starbucks in
day.
our offices.
Oh my god.
Well then, fuck you too, Starbucks.
Mm.
Take that.
So can you say anything about your birthday stream that may not happen?
I mean, if it happens, it'll be on December 26th,
Okay.
which,
Hey,
based
the day?
on my memory, is a Wednesday.
Let's see how good your memory is, old man.
my birthday's on
It
a
is
Sunday
It is on a
this
Wednesday.
year.
It is
I
on
mean,
Wednesday.
That awkward pause of based on my memory was me opening the calendar. So that based on my memory,
Accurate.
Ah, that's great.
That was
it was well
smooth.
it was well hidden. I didn't hear it.
Yep.
I didn't see it.
Got me good.
like you all like verified. I was like, I thought it was obvious what I was doing.
No, it wasn't. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
good.
Well, that's interesting because I really liked your birthday stream last year. I thought that was really fun. And I liked how, because like if you did like 26 bits, like it did a birthday song and then it like as you went up, it was like a different way to say happy birthday and like
Yeah.
they got more and more obnoxious the more you gave.
Yeah, It
That was
intense.
really fun. I definitely stole
Voice.
some of those ideas for my own birthday stream. It was fun. I really liked it. So I hope you do it again.
Yeah.
Other than that, Valhalla is a ghost town apparently in the month of December. Nobody wants to do anything community
Sorry.
or stream related. So
Not that we
Going
know
out
of,
of
unless
town.
someone has something planned and didn't tell us. So
Right.
haven't done
I'm sure a
anything
lot of
community or
things-
stream related in like 2 months. So sorry.
Oh yeah, Subway's coming back to streaming.
Eventually, it's gonna happen.
Eventually.
I'm always
mean-
like, I should stream, and then I like fall asleep.
He also came back to streaming like a month ago.
Liz, I'm always coming back. All right, I
He's
can
like,
never...
I stopped my job, I got college, I'm gonna have a regular schedule again. He had it for like a week and a half and then
Yep.
vanished.
Yeah, and then
I
my
remember that.
professors were like, "Hey, you like doing homework every day for 3 hours, right?" And I was like, "No."
Yes.
They're like, "Well, that sucks. Here you go." And I was like, "Oh, good."
And
great.
we do have something coming up. It's not in December, but if we don't have anything for that, we are doing a new D&D campaign starting
This
in
is true.
January.
True.
Ooh.
This is true.
We could talk about that for a second.
Yeah, Greylord is in the chat. He is the DM for said D&D campaigns. This is going to be a like rotation cast and like different campaigns. Greylord, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure like each campaign is going to be like 4 to 6 weeks to complete. So you'll see one cast for like a month or so, and then it'll be like a different cast because they'll complete that campaign, and then like the next campaign will happen.
It's about a new story a month.
Yeah, like
roughly.
a new story each month.
Okay.
It's December 5th at 3 p.m. So it is in December. Hard mode called Get Wrecked Nerds. And if you happen to catch the SGDQ D&D stream, it'll be something like that where
Nope, January 5th.
January.
That was like December 5th. That's really
No.
soon.
I know. I was like, damn, that's happening quick.
That's in like 3 days.
It'll be
Cool.
where we all die and only Dragon gets out.
Yeah, exactly. So if you happen to hit the SGDQ D&D Get Wrecked Nerds, because that was technically like the first one, we all died. So if you want to see people die and get frustrated and the DM just do these slide remarks at the camera like these kids are idiots, you want to check that out.
Oh, we were idiots.
And
Oh,
like I
yeah.
said, it'll be a rotation cast.
If you didn't see it, we fiddled with the door for about 30 minutes and it killed all of us.
The door that we didn't
That's all
even
you
have
need
go
to know.
through.
We all died to a door, basically.
So,
It's true.
Except
do you guys
Dragon.
know? Do you guys know the origin of the word nerd?
No.
It's a candy.
Do I
that
want
you
to
eat.
That's
know?
what I was
It's
going to say,
delicious.
candy.
It originates from my college, RPI, in Troy, New York.
Okay.
There was a student doing some kind of presentation in Greek life, and the origin was the word drunk backward because people who'd rather study than drink, so they were nerds.
Wait,
Sure.
what? Say that again?
It was drunk.
Oh, yeah, I
backwards.
guess drunk backwards is, well, knerd.
I can't spell. I'm dyslexic. Hold on.
Knurd. Knerd. You're a nerd with a U.
KNURD, yeah, I guess.
I mean, that sounds like my college was the one who discovered beer pong.
I mean, you can look up the history of the word nerd. It'll tell you that one of the earliest origins they can find is from the RPI student.
Rip.
This
That's
isn't like
funny.
my college saying like you can check out online.
That's
Interesting.
crazy. That's funny though, because it's like the way to spell nerd, like N-U-R-D, is like such a like nowadays computer way to spell nerd, but like,
Yeah.
that's not how it's actually typed. It's not the
Yeah.
actual spelling.
That's weird.
funny. Well, thank you
Origin
for the
engine.
history lesson, Wolves.
Yes, history with
I
wolves.
I
I
learned
am
something today.
today
I
I
can now go back to
learned
bed.
We need
that
like a
people are wrong about X's and O's, and nerd is spelled wrong.
We need like a jingle whenever Wolves gives us like some random history trivia. Just like,
We need that star.
Yeah.
yeah,
the more you know.
the more you know. I don't know. We need like an intro. I dropped my thing.
Greylord says origin 1950s Oxford
Ugh.
of unknown origin.
Third paragraph, an alternate spelling as NURD or GUNURD also began to appear in the mid-60s and 1970s. Oxford Day claimed, yada yada. First recorded appearance appeared in 1965 student publication at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, RPI.
The first
Derived from
record-
KNURD, drunk, spelled backwards, which was used
the
to describe
first
people who
the
studied
first
rather than
recorded.
partied.
The first
I mean, it
recorded.
definitely makes sense.
Well, yeah,
So
that's what I
that's
said.
what
It's one of like the origins.
We've now gone from a bunch of nerds fighting about the word nerd. Just saying.
Come full circle.
There's no fight. I
Full
won.
circle.
There was no fight. I won. That's all right. I won about the ice cream scoop, so I'm happy.
Wasn't a
All right,
fight, it
True.
was a
post processing. I'm
True.
gonna pause it there and put a crown on your head.
Apparently, I always grew up with
Can
really
I have a
bad
crown
ice cream
earlier
scoops.
then? Because I won the debate earlier.
No, you were wrong.
What? I literally proved it.
Oof.
This is a
Oh,
Wikipedia
I
article.
thought you meant about the X's and O's.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm still right about that, but I don't need a crown.
Like I said, apparently I grew up with really bad ice cream scoops because they never worked for me growing up.
I'm sure they improved the design as time went on.
Like I
Because
just
you're
eventually
old.
just used.
That was.
I
the
have
joke was
remained
making.
neutral in most of these arguments. Because I don't like to be wrong.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I have remained neutral in most of these arguments because I don't like being wrong.
Oh yeah, and you definitely don't want to get into a debate with Wolves or myself.
And if I don't do anything, then I can't be wrong.
It's true.
That's right.
Can't be right either though.
That's fine.
I love how you continue to stay neutral even now.
That's cool.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Switzerland, play the Swiss national anthem, plant the flag. God.
Oxford Dictionary says X is kiss.
Oof.
Okay, but we're
Thank
not
you,
British.
Greylord.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah, I was gonna say fucking Brits.
They spell gray
Well, they
wrong
know.
anyways.
They spell
They
gray
spell
wrong.
it wrong, Eddie. They spell color all weird.
They spell a lot of things though.
They
An
put
honor.
milk in their tea. Just
Oh, I love milk in my tea. That's like the
No.
only way I can drink it.
Depends on the tea.
Anyway, we're rambling now, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's go around. If we've kind of already talked about it, but if you want to touch on, if anyone wants to follow you on Twitter, or if you're really big on Instagram, if you're doing something in stream, by all means, go ahead and promo it. I always start with my co-host Wolves. Wolves, go ahead, take it away. Let's wrap this up.
I'm not big anywhere, but you can follow me places. I'm Wolves1226 in some places. I don't know which ones. Feel free to
Really?
try to track me down. Good luck. Otherwise, I stream most weekdays. I've recently started God of War until Smash Brothers comes out. Then forget all other games.
I did see that. I'm so excited that you started God of War. How far are you, and how are you liking it?
I feel like I'm not nearly as far as I should be. Like I've gotten to the point where like I just opened the Bifrost Bridge to the first the first area you can go to with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the game calls me like level 2.
Ah, yes,
And,
not
like,
far.
It's like you have these abilities. It's like, oh, you want to level up the first ability of your basic axe attack? I'm like, yes, I do. It's like you need 200 vitality points. I'm like, I got 3.
Don't worry.
close.
I love it, though.
I'm like
That's
right there.
exciting.
But otherwise,
I love
I'm
God
enjoying
of
it.
War.
It's fun.
Oh,
I enjoy it.
it's the end of the year. Let's quick go
course.
around. Sorry, I just thought of something. We're not wrapping up at all. What would be your game
Forget
of
everything
the
I
year?
said.
Sorry,
What?
yeah, I just thought about it. What would be your game of the year?
Game. Oh my God! You want to just bring
Yeah,
that up in the
Let's
last?
go
second.
for another hour, baby.
Jesus.
My
And
game
chat,
of the
by all
year. I don't know
means-
what games have I played.
I would love to
know.
know what game of the year you guys have.
Oh God, sorry.
And I'll even
Oh.
include, I'll start it off with my cousin, because my cousin texted me. If you guys don't know who my cousin is, he's Bort for Life in Twitch. Or on
for
Twitch, I
Life.
should say. And he texted us. I forgot to text him back. Whoops. And he talked about his game of the year. So he'll say this. He says, and he's very serious about this. So he was like, so I thought about this a lot. And even though I haven't finished Red Dead Redemption 2 yet, I think my game of the year is God of War, just barely. And then he asked us what are our games? What is our game of the year? So I've been thinking about it just a smidgen.
Oh man. This is like a question my friends and I have been asking each other of if you could relive any series as your first time, what it would be? Like TV series, movie series, video game. Like if you could wipe all knowledge of it and be able to experience it again for the first time, what would it be?
Halo. Easy answer.
That is a good question. Like any game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like if it's like specifically like for example, I know someone wanted to be able to relive like the second Mass Effect. So you're allowed to wipe your memory of the third one because otherwise it wouldn't make sense.
That's funny.
No,
If I could relive a game for the first time, it'd be Last of Us. Easy.
Last of Us is really good. For me,
Last
it's
of Us.
either.
not a whole series, just like one game.
I mean, it can be a series to a degree, but like if I like mine was either between
One-
Last of Us or the first BioShock. Would you
One
kindly?
game that I have to
Would you
play.
kindly?
Would you kindly? That's a great game. That's definitely.
I don't know if anyone's gonna like. I don't know if you guys have played this, but System Shock 2 would be mine.
Okay.
One of my absolute favorite games of all time, and they are doing a remake and remaster of it.
Game.
Which-
that if I can just-
Which game is
Game
that?
of
Sorry.
System Shock 2, the very first wallpaper you made me.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, was
Yeah.
that the wallpaper that I did?
Right now, if I had to pick a game of the year of ones I've played, because I haven't finished Red Dead 2 or God of War, so far it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was
I
fun.
love Spider-Man.
This is such a hard question for me.
And again, an unpopular opinion probably here, but Subnautica.
Really?
I have so many hours in the game, and this is amazing. For me,
For-
that's my game of the year.
For me,
Nice.
as far as like reliving a game, I'm assuming it's like any game ever.
Yeah.
Definitely Halo 3, man. I just would love to be able to just like never just play it again because it's so good. I've played the campaign so many times. I know every single thing that happens, but to play it again would just be awesome.
Yeah.
Or
That's
The
right.
Witcher 3, another really good game.
I still need to finish that one.
Yeah. It took a while. It took me like 120 hours, but 100% of that game.
Yeah.
Did every damn thing.
I did not 100% that game. Holy shit, no way. I've played
Yeah,
it.
no.
I've played it
I
twice.
want to, but
Well, I
but
say
first
100%,
I gotta get
but
through the story.
like I didn't
Yeah.
do like legit 100%. I did every possible quest. Like I didn't go to every question mark because on
Yeah.
Skellige you got to boat to all of them, and I was like, nope.
And
also,
I
doing legit 100% is really because some quests make other quests impossible.
Yeah, and I liked the way that you did it, Wolves, with doing them in order before you start leveling, because it was a pain going back. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know that when I played it when it came out.
Game of the year, though. Game of the year. That's hard because I have to limit myself to games I've played this year, and there's not a lot of like I haven't played like a lot of like AAA games this year.
Yeah, the big games.
I don't think I've played like any. I'm just playing all old games this year, basically.
Mhm.
So
Well,
it's,
like
really-
I want to try the game, which apparently getting really good reviews. Like Return of Oprah Din or something like that. Like the all black and white. Like
I haven't heard of that one.
it's apparently getting like amazing. Like it's apparently like, oh my god, great.
I'll have to check it out.
Like, I'm trying to think of games that are new that I've played this year, and like which one was my favorite.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot, man.
Yeah, it was definitely for me. It's between Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, and Spidey. I think between God of
getting
War and
over it.
Spidey,
There you
I would pick God of War.
Yeah, I feel like by the end, God of War is gonna have a much better story and a much better thing than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man was just fun.
And
No,
it was
just
so
a
much
good
more
time.
story oriented than I ever thought it was
Yeah.
going to be. So that
Yeah.
was really shocking.
From what I've seen, Red Dead Redemption 2 looks really good.
And that's where I'm hesitant because it's like, well, I want to finish the story because the story was so good in the first one. So that's going to change my answer.
The only thing that would stop, the only reason I don't think Red Dead would take it from me is while I enjoy it, and like from a story point and the gameplay point, the game has a very deliberate pace to it,
Yes.
and sometimes that pace is too slow for what I want to do right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
You definitely have to be in a mood, and I don't think you ever have to be in a mood to play God of War.
Yeah, and the same thing with Spider-Man. Like you can just,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can just go play and just have fun. Where
Right.
again, with things that Red Dead 2 does, it does really well. But if you're not in the mood for that slow, deliberate pace, sometimes
Mhm.
you're just like even just
Yeah.
that walk from your horse to like drop off like the animal. Sometimes you're like, go faster. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
biggest pet peeve that I hope someday they patch is running in your camp.
yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't run in your camp.
Yeah, you walk faster. It's like an
Yeah.
Until Dawn walk faster where you're like, I'm not even sure if I'm walking faster or not. So you let go of the button and you're like, oh yeah, I am walking faster.
Yeah.
I gotta say, for Game of the Year, I don't know if it deserves Game of the Year, but it definitely needs to be like in people's discussions though, and everyone is gonna hate me, but Fortnite, because it's just been such a crazy big thing that happened this year.
Well, I
and
mean, it's definitely
That's
going to be in the
PUBG.
generic Game of the Year list, but it's what's your personal Game of the Year?
my personal Game of the Year. That's fair. I was like, if we want to talk about like generic Game of the Year, Fortnite like needs to be somewhere in
We'll
there.
Yeah,
talk
I mean,
about
it's-
that next
oh, yeah.
month.
It's going to be on the top 10 of 2018, like just
It
because
has
it's
to
your
be just because
popularity.
it's
but-
been it's been a cultural phenomenon with most people that play like people are like buying computers just so they can play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think it deserves to just be like shoved aside and be like, yeah, it's for
Yeah.
children. It's like whatever. It's still like a it's still a good game. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give them props for cross-play on every device.
yes,
That
that's
is
huge.
crazy.
That's giant. Like I've been waiting for that for years. My
And
personal
people
game of
haven't
the year
been
though
upset.
is really hard for
No.
me to pick. I haven't played any new games, so like
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
what's your personal one? Like, it doesn't have to be a AAA. It
Yeah.
doesn't. Like,
I
you
was
could be like, it's one of like the Mario 3
Super
Power
Mario
Max
World.
if you want.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it could
fucking-
be.
fucking Invictus. That shit earned it.
Oh yeah, that was a good
That
one.
game is something else. So that'd be mine for sure. Invictus,
So-
definitely ROM hack of the year. Crazy good.
So there you go. Like,
Let me answer your question, Greylord, because you said that you were surprised that Black Ops didn't get my Game of the Year. I will say I will probably never pick a multiplayer game as Game of the Year because I prioritize Like, a game of the year isn't how much time I put into the game, although that is a factor. Story-orientated games will always get higher. I put much more stock in story-orientated games than just it's fun to play. Which is why God of War is over Spider-Man. 'Cause Spider-Man is really fun to play, and it also has a good story. But, like, God of War, you can tell just, oh my gosh, like, everything about it is for the story and the characters and like everything. And so it's the multiplayer, like, yeah, it's fun. That's why I hated that PUBG was up for Game of the Year last year. I was just like, it's not even done. It's in beta and it has no story, and it's just doing it because it's sold so many copies and everybody plays it. I'm like, that's why same thing about Fortnite. I'm like, fuck Fortnite.
This early access BS still pissed me off. Fortnite's still considered early access.
Yeah. So you shouldn't be up for Game of the Year if your game's
not
out.
I hate these companies riding on this early access for way too damn long.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They're using it as a crutch to allow bugs in their game.
Yeah. And I hate that.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I don't mind. And people pick on me a lot. I support early access quite often.
Right.
And I enjoy being able to help shape games.
Yeah.
But these games are not looking for people to help shape
Feedback,
them. They're done to the point of they're just bug fixes now. And that's where you could release your 1.0 and then go forward.
Yeah.
Right.
But they don't want where it's like on launch, the game's not good. It's not done. So
Although
they're like, we're in early access. Like Fallout.
Yeah. I
gotta say, after
I can see Fortnite just like riding all the way to the top like they have been. And then they're going to start their decline. And then near where they start like leveling out, it'll be like, okay, we'll release now.
Yeah, right. So silly.
Talk about most disappointing game of the year. Fallout 76.
Oh!
I love Fallout 76. I've truly been enjoying it.
I've played a little bit of it. I feel like that's going to pull a No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
It
Where No Man's
sounds a
Sky-
lot like the same story.
Like No Man's Sky, apparently now, like it's an
Oh, it's so
amazing
good.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
later.
I feel like that's what Fallout's gonna do. I feel like they need to. They have to at some point do offline mode.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna have to cave on that. I feel like they're gonna do a big, like they've already done, like console wise, they already did a patch that basically was a full reinstall of the game.
Yeah.
PC, they did like a patch that was like 15 gigs already. Like they're gonna make big jumps, but it's whether or not people will stick around long enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Fallout 76, did you mean no refunds 76?
Man, we are
I am upset about that one though.
another
like, if you wanted a
title
refund,
for this podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
yeah.
we got him.
So, like like I said, I haven't played it much, but I feel like I'll still enjoy it. But I understand like a lot of the problems because part of the thing is like, oh, we want to do this online. We have all this content because people have been playing our games for years. Like, yeah, people have been playing games for years because they can play offline at their own time with mods.
Yeah.
It's like you missed the reasons why your games last.
Round 2 of podcast. Oof.
Because I had like the roundup music going, and I
Turned it off.
Well, you also started the let's have everyone end wolves, and I did my little end thing. You're like, never mind.
I know. Well, it dawned on me, and I really wanted to know your guys' answers. So I was
Scratch that.
like,
Fun fact to
Rewind.
everyone watching. Still haven't talked about the main topic of discussion that we were supposed to
no,
talk about.
see, okay, if we don't talk about the main discussion, I know it's a good podcast.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
On the spreadsheet, it's like 20 minutes set aside for like personal things, and 20 minutes to talk about this, and it's like we're just like no.
I'm
We
glad
have
that-
a
about the
very-
first one.
I told you at the beginning, these are just there in case Platter and I need to like bring a topic up because there's a lull. We
Yeah.
haven't had a lull, so that's a good sign.
I know.
That's right,
Like,
that's
honestly, yeah, we have, for those who don't know, behind the scenes,
Ooh.
we do have like this outline of like topics to talk about, and we have like 5 minutes for introductions, 20 minutes for this discussion, and then I have probably brought it up once.
Like if
I
you
like
look,
never look
You
at
can
it.
hack Wolf's Google Drive. You can get leaks for next month's podcast.
no, you can't. We don't plan that far out. That's adorable.
You can get
Yeah.
leaks for next month's podcast the day before it comes out.
When
If you
when
hack
were
it,
you
you can
asked
get
on the
last
podcast?
If you hack
But-
it, you can get what last month's podcast was supposed to be.
But like if you look at the bottom, there's other tabs like Plat Ideas, Wolves Idea, and stuff like that.
Yep. I always look at that and I laugh at like what I wanted to talk about last month and didn't talk about.
Like, if you look in mine, I have my 2 ideas. Smash comes out and Fallout 76. Failure? Question mark.
Yup. My most disappointing game of the year, I'm gonna say it, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 100%.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't that good.
It was awful. Outlaw liked it. Outlaw likes bad games. You heard it here first.
I enjoyed it. It was not the best in the series.
Yeah, 100%. It was also a bad game.
I feel you didn't like it as much because of coming off of the coattails of God of War.
It was still a bad game, though.
It
did not help that it was between God of War, but I also played Spider-Man after God of War, and that was awesome.
Yeah, but you went high, low, and then high.
Yeah, but
my most disappointing.
You just agreed it's low.
Yeah. No, like my feelings on it.
She went high, low, high.
Ooh.
My most disappointing personally was Far Cry 5. I was like, meh.
Really?
Yeah. It
I
wasn't
haven't
as good
heard
as I
a lot
wanted
about
to be.
that game.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like.
And then...
I was pissed at the endings. There were 3 endings, and they're all the same ending.
Yeah, they were all like, it was like.
Yeah,
what's your favorite
They pulled
Far
up Mass
Cry?
Effect on us, and I was
Because
like,
the 3 endings were like bad guy wins, or bad guy wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoiler.
Which was annoying. I was like, I wanted to win.
I wanted
played
to
the
win.
game. I paid to win.
I paid so I could kill all the bad guys. That's
Like,
why I
one
could
of
die.
Like, I don't know if it's my most let down, but the first one that came to my mind was Ni no Kuni 2.
Oh, I remember when you played it.
Like, I wanted to love that game a lot more, but like, it's just there's a disconnect. Like, in the very beginning, this is not really spoilers. Like the first 5 minutes, like the king's assassinated, and like the son finds out. He's like, "Oh no, we're gonna start our own kingdom. The world's great." There's no processing time for like these tragic things, and you're like the game's easy, but I can live with a game being easy. But like the story needs to like hook me, and there's just no repercussions to like these bad things they have, and that was the whole point of the first game. The kid was struggling with like the passing of his mom and trying to deal with this, and like that was like the whole main thing was like these real world things and like trying to process it. And this game just like woohoo, and like it bothered me.
That
like
is dumb.
it just turned me off. The gameplay late game could have been amazing. I couldn't get there. I couldn't get it. Just so that like right now for me, that's probably my most letdown game. But I mean, I might be able to think of more. But that's the first one that comes to mind.
I can think of even the game I was most disappointed last year. But Outlaw, what was your most disappointed game this year? Because the Christmas season is not only about happiness, but about
it's not about highs, it's about lows too. I'm gonna have to go with Richie and Chad on this one. With Blackout. Like I am so
on PC.
On PC. I loved playing the beta. The beta was so good. I had so many hours in the beta on PC. It ran so smooth. It ran flawlessly. It comes out. It ran very similar. They reduced the tick rate on launch, which means your shots weren't connecting as well. And then they slowly just lowered everything over time to the point where I
reduced the tick rate.
Yeah.
They're at 25 hertz right now, which is a quarter of PUBG.
Yeah, 25 ticks really bad.
Yeah.
That's low.
So it got to the point where halfway through, I built a new computer after Black Ops launched, and it still can't run while streaming.
Yeah, it really is unstreamable and unplayable.
But on Xbox and on PS4, it runs flawlessly.
It runs great.
Yeah. Interesting.
I guess I'll have to see how it runs on my PC.
Yeah, on your new graphics card.
Yeah, multiplayer runs fine on PC. I'm only saying Blackout.
Yeah.
Now, does it run well if you're not trying to stream it?
Yes, it runs fine if you're not streaming it.
Okay.
That's what Outlaw says. I haven't even tried.
See, so there you need to do BASubway. Take your old PC, make a streaming PC and a gaming PC.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really have an old PC. I just got a new graphics card.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't have a whole computer just laying around.
Fair enough.
So take a power supply and put some alligator clips on your old graphics card and run it as a computer.
Yeah, right.
What's the issue?
Of course, duh.
That's how things work.
Why didn't I think of that?
Well, that was the second round of the podcast, guys. I hope you enjoyed the improv that happened. I know I did. I love this kind of stuff. And that's what
Subway
makes
and Outlaw
us.
still need to do their sign out, and then you're
All right, we'll
Yeah.
redo your outro so then we can have another topic.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. Perfect.
All right, my outro is rewind about 19-ish minutes.
At timestamp, an
And then
hour and 5
Ditto
minutes.
that.
Ditto to that.
Oh, before we go, I'd like to. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Oh, I was like, do it. I was so ready.
One more thing.
All right, BASubway, go.
Yeah, BASubway, you're up.
What is an outro? What do I do?
What is going
Who
on
are-
with you?
Nate-
Where
yeah.
can people find you if they want to ask you questions, if they want to talk to you?
Name,
I mean-
credit card, home address.
Yeah.
Social
Mother's
Security.
maiden name.
Mail $30 in cash to okay. So I'm on Twitter and Twitch, and it's BASubway. Same stuff. I'm on Twitch. I haven't streamed in like 1,000 million years, but I probably will soon. Maybe. Who knows? It's a surprise. My streams are always surprises. But if you have any questions, I mean, just hit me up on Twitter. Pretty
Yep.
much. That's probably the best way. I
Perfect.
don't use Facebook or anything. I mean, I'm on Discord. I'm in the Discord. So
Oh, yeah.
Sometime.
And the
Find
Valhalla
me
Discord.
somewhere.
If you're not already
Yeah.
a part of the Valhalla Discord, get there, because we talk to each other, and we would love to talk to you.
Is Facebook still a thing?
Mm,
I uninstalled
The average
it.
age of a Facebook user is like between 42 and 47. It's someone that's in the
I'm
40s.
getting there. Okay. So in a couple of years, guys, I'm gonna be on Facebook.
They probably deactivated my account because I haven't been on it in like.
No, I actually deactivated mine, and they won't get rid of it. Like it's still there, and people.
Yeah, you have to go through a lot of
posts and-
you have to go through a lot of different stuff to actually delete it as opposed to
I
deactivate
hate when
it.
people do that.
They're like, no, we want to keep your personal information. Don't. About
Like
why.
I open Facebook regularly, but I don't post. But if every like when we were in like Turkey, like I posted like 2 days in a row, and Facebook was like, "You did 2 days in a row, good job!" And I was like,
Yay.
I was like, "Dang."
Dopamine. Woo!
But-
External validation.
All right, Outlaw. Who are you? What are you doing?
My name is Outlaw. You know, you should know that by now. But I
Oh, I
stream.
thought your name was Erica.
Erica, only on ATV trips, and that's actually a true story. But for another podcast.
Round 3!
Oh God.
But I stream 2 to 3 days a week. It's been killer lately, so it's been lacking, and I'm very sorry for that, guys. But you can follow me on Twitter is probably the best spot at OutlawViking, and I occasionally post things there. But the Discord's the number one. That's where I spend most of my time and hang out with all you lovely people.
Nyah. And my name is PlatinumTrophyWife. Thank you guys all for joining. In my stream, we are still doing the Holiday Challenge. So if you want to stay fit during the holidays, because I know it's hard with all the good food roaming around, check in with the Twitch or Twitter or Instagram. I kind of post everywhere, and the Discord. And so join us, because it's awesome. It's really fun to motivate each other. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again, BASubway, Outlaw. Thank you so
Thanks
much for
for
coming
having
on
me.
the episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Making it magical and memorable. Probably our best episode, I'm not gonna lie. And until next time, guys, which is
Bye.
January like 7th or something.
6.
He
We'll
looked
see
at
you
the
then.
calendar. I saw it that time.
That one.
No, I'm the one that updated the spreadsheet on the podcast.
Gotcha.
He looked at the calendar!
We got him good.
Got him.
Ugh.
I pressed the wrong button. Why is it not working? Goodbye!